Yeah.
All right, we're
A
live.
lot.
Welcome to another Not Mainstream for July 7th, 2017. I hope everyone had a great 4th of July. Very first 4th of July under President Trump. So exciting.
Yeah.
I
Did you see the
Amy eating
pictures of
something.
the White House?
Yes, I did.
The pictures of the White House with the red, white, and blue?
Yep.
I saw it. Yeah, that was cool.
I got it as my cover photo on Facebook.
That was great. That was great.
Somebody said, "Is that France?"
I know.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, somebody did say that.
France is blue, white, and red.
Blue, right? Oh, it's kind of like ours.
Yeah, it's
Other way around.
So,
yeah.
what are we going to cover first? How about, finally, the meeting of the minds.
Yeah. Yeah, so the big historic meeting today between Putin and Trump, and they said it went on for almost 2 hours, which is really, I mean, it could be good, it could be bad, it could be whatever, but apparently they said that they're going to do a ceasefire in Syria beginning on Sunday. So that's a win for us right there.
But yeah, it is a win for us. But if you see their body language, they did not seem to be allies or friends or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure. Well, hopefully after. Well, you know, the Russian narrative has now been dropped apparently by the mainstream press.
Yeah, I mean that's been blown out of the water for a couple of weeks now. And we'll get into the other narrative that they've been trying to start up. But yeah, so Putin and Trump met today. Very historic meeting. I wish I was a fly on the wall in that meeting. I think that would have been a great meeting to see and attend.
Yeah, I would like to know what they said as well.
I would have loved for them to do a joint press conference. I think that would have been fun.
Yeah.
Now, is this meeting behind closed doors, or were there?
Yeah, it was behind closed doors meeting. It was a private meeting. Yeah.
I
did see the video. I did see the video of them shaking hands.
Yes, there was that video. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have a joint press conference. I mean, they had a secret meeting, as you mentioned, of course.
Yeah.
Well, during their meeting, was stuck or the hotel wherever she was staying because of all the rioters. She wasn't even allowed to leave for her scheduled appearance.
Yeah, I saw that.
And do you know that the mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, one day after a cop was shot, he goes over there to protest our president. Nice.
Yeah.
That cop was shot for. I mean, she was just sitting in her patrol car, and she wasn't doing anything at all. I mean, there's never a reason for that.
Well, then again, de Blasio is a commie, so what do you expect?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see... this is going to hurt Bill de Blasio in the re-election.
I think so.
It's going to hurt him.
Well, then, throw him away. I'm sorry. I tried to get them to calm down. I threatened them. I guess it didn't work very well. Going nowhere tomorrow.
All right, so I think that's pretty much it with the whole Trump-Putin meeting, because there wasn't really that much. I mean, it was a big meeting. It was big. It was huge. So
I think in the next couple of days, we'll find out more about what was talked about. I mean, right now, we don't really know too much, but I think... I mean, the ceasefire in itself is a good thing. I mean...
It is.
And I think I heard something about where he wasn't going to continue to try to take Assad out of power either, and I think Putin has something to do with that.
Yeah, I don't think we should do a regime change in Syria. I think they need to focus on the terrorism first and then focus on Assad. But so this week was big. It was huge. So the G20 Summit started, I think, was it yesterday, today?
I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday? Yeah.
And I think they're going into Saturday already.
Yeah, I think it's like up until Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, because we're good.
But
15, 16 hours behind, I think.
Yeah,
maybe 12.
We're way behind. But yesterday, Trump visited Poland, and my God, the Polish people loved him. They was cheering him. They was chanting his name.
USA, USA. Yep, and Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, and then he did this most epic speech in Poland, and he was talking about preserving Western civilization and Western values, and that he's going to do everything he can to make sure that it's preserved. And man, it was a great speech. I saw some of it, and I thought, man, he really outdid himself.
Yeah, he did really good. It's probably one of the best speeches he's ever done.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Did you see where the Polish president came out about stuff about the handshake with the wife with Melania?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was nonsense.
Fake news.
It was complete nonsense. Yeah, basically they said that was it the president of Poland, or was it his wife?
I think they were talking about his wife and Melania when they went to
she shook Melania's hand first and then Trump's hand, and they said that she snubbed Trump for Melania.
You know, they're once again they'll take anything and everything to try to twist it into their favor.
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect from VFNN? Very fake news network.
Exactly. Fraud news network.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to get into this. We got to get into this.
Yeah. I mean, so I think that's pretty much it with the Poland. Any last comments on Poland? I think it's very great that we have a country that's very supportive of President Trump.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. So the meme that rocked the world, President Trump on his personal Twitter did a meme. He reposted a meme of him at WrestleMania 23 clotheslining Vince McMahon. But it was CNN's logo over top of Vince McMahon's face. And me and Henry are wrestling fans, so we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And so
the battle of the backstory.
So yeah, for a little backstory of this, back in 2007 at WrestleMania 23, there was a feud going on between Trump and Vince, and Trump picked a wrestler, Vince picked a wrestler, Trump picked Bobby Lashley, Vince picked Umaga. And and then we had there was a match going on, and Trump
Stone Cold Steve Austin, special referee.
Yeah, Stone Cold was, anyway, it was a big match. They promoted well, and that's what really got me hooked back on wrestling, was that match. And
it was actually for charity. Vince McMahon had his head shaved for charity.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that part.
It was for a charity, yes.
I didn't know that part. But yeah, so it was a big match, and Trump guy won, Bobby Lashley won, so that's when Vince got his head shaved. So during that match, Trump did a clothesline to Vince McMahon and beat him up on the floor, which was absolutely epic when I first saw that. I laughed my ass off when I saw that, because I was not expecting Donald Trump, the businessman, to clothesline Vince McMahon and to start punching him. And even though wrestling is, faked and predetermined, it was still awesome just to see that. And then Trump got the Stone Cold Stunner at the end of that segment, which was fantastic too. And then so Trump found the meme, and this meme has been going on the internet for pretty much quite some time now, because I've seen that. I've seen images of that. I've seen GIFs of that. And so it just took Trump retweeting that meme out to the people, and CNN got all hell broke loose on CNN.
They got triggered. They got butthurt.
They got triggered during that meme.
This is calling for violence. No, it's wrestling. Is anybody going to take wrestling seriously? Are you freaking kidding me?
It was a joke. I mean,
Yeah.
there is nothing violent about it. I thought
Trump is called violence on Trump is called violence on CNN. Okay, CNN. What about all the time you called violence on Trump supporters? How about all the times that you got Trump supporters shot and stabbed and beaten up with poles and bats and rocks and
a congressman was shot by a Bernie Sanders supporter.
Exactly, because he was watching CNN, he was watching MSNBC, he was watching the fake news media, and he was buying all the lies about this. And don't get me started on that fake narrative, hands up, don't shoot movement. All right, CNN, you want to talk about violence? How about you, the ones that's calling this violence?
Well,
so
people need to do is,
CNN has.
All right, Amy.
CNN has. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Go ahead.
CNN has a hissy fit. They tracked down the Reddit user who goes by the name Han Asshole Solo.
And that wasn't even the one that Trump used. One from Trump's team, I guess, and redid it that Trump used. So it wasn't even that voice, and I heard he was only like 15 at that.
I heard he was a young man, and of course CNN blackmailed him, saying, "Well, he better not do that again, or we'll reveal his identity."
Exactly. Yeah. So the whole hashtag CNN blackmail got trolled, trending #1 on Twitter, and I was like, "This is what the mafia does. This is what they hunt them down, and they say, okay, you know what? If you do this again, we're going to come at you." This is mafia-like tactics. And
that's KBBT right there.
Yeah, I mean, if it was me, I would be like, okay, you know what? Bring me on one of your shows, and I'll apologize live on the air. I won't worry about my identity being, all that. And then I would go on the air, and I say, okay, CNN, I'm sorry that you are a fake news organization. And and then they would probably cut me off after that. But yeah, if I was...
I have some new call letters. I have some new call letters for CNN, SNN, Snowflake News Network.
Yeah. Well, the Mafia News Network.
Because they all acted like a bunch of snowflakes. They have this goon-looking thing, Sally Khan, on there. I've seen her before on other programs. She's very much a social justice warrior type. She's like, "Oh, they're just going to cause violence. This is going to do this. This is going to do that." I'm like, excuse me. Okay, you're on CNN. CNN is one of the biggest propagators of calling for violence against individuals. And you want to talk about...
It's not just CNN. It's all the mainstream media that's calling for violence. I mean, they're basically saying all Trump supporters should die, kill all Trump supporters. And then don't get me started of the whole, promoting CNN sponsoring the Julius Caesar Trump-style play that, the Trump lookalike got stabbed during that play. And CNN was one of the sponsors of that. So give me a break, CNN. I mean, CNN is a toxic brand at this point. And we discussed this last week. They have to fire Jeff Zucker at this point. I mean, the Lex Luthor of CNN needs to go.
There was another video that came out from Project Veritas where a CNN producer said, "We don't even like Chris Cuomo." Chris Cuomo, well, he's an asshole anyway.
Yeah, and you got his brother, Andrew Cuomo.
Andrew, yeah.
That's
their father was the governor of New York, and he was an asshole too. So.
Well, what I think people need to do, I mean, stop giving them the attention, and the sponsors that and stop buying their products and see how fast that changes things. That's how the money is made, off of us.
And just think of this. Think of if you go through an airport, what news network do they always have it on an airport?
Oh, it's CNN.
CNN.
Yeah.
Yes. I've been through a lot of airports where they had CNN on. In a few states, they might have like Fox News on. In a few states. But for the most part, it's CNN.
Yeah.
Let's see if that changes. I wonder if it's going to change.
Yeah, I mean, the only way to combat CNN is to boycott them. I mean, don't watch them. Don't even try to give them any publicity, because that's what they feed on is the publicity.
Yeah, even if it's negative, it's like a child acting out. I mean, if it's attention, it's still attention, and it keeps them going, because even the people that are clicking on their site, even if it's to say something, you know, bad to them, like, you know, you're at ISIS or whatever, all they're doing is feeding the fire. What is that really accomplishing?
Well, there are there are a whole bunch of trolls on the internet going and attacking the CNN app on Apple and Android, and they got their rating down to like a 1-star rating.
Well, and here's the thing: there are still memes that are up of Trump going after CNN. There's memes where Trump's head is superimposed on. Oh,
I love the one. I saw the one about the hockey one, where he slams him. Yeah, the hockey one. It was great.
The Jones one.
And there's I think, what was the other
Indiana
one?
Jones one.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one too. That is great. That is epic.
Which one?
Yeah, I put that one up.
Indiana Jones one.
That was my favorite.
Oh yeah.
and there's one where they're like little kids, and
he was shooting, little Twitter birds are coming out. It was the funniest thing ever.
And there's one where they're like little kids, and they're like on a diving board, and the kid Trump goes up and pushes them off, and then a shark comes up and eats them.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, look it up. I mean, there's like a whole bunch of CNN memes going around, but
yeah, and why isn't CNN going after those people that make those memes? See,
because they know they can't.
Because it didn't go viral. I mean, when you have the president tweeting it on his own account, not even a retweet, that was a direct tweet. So somebody would have had to have sent that to his phone, or I mean, I honestly think there are people that handle his account. I don't think half of the things that he puts out are actually him putting it out. I think that.
Well, he said that he tweets like after 7 o'clock, and it's usually him. But then, in the mornings or so, he usually dictates them to somebody.
I think his son, Donald Jr., because he
seems to be what is so funny is that we have this moron, Brian Stelter, this
unreliable sources.
Yeah, this bald-headed geek on CNN, VFNN, very fake news network, who says, well, you know, the president, he's about to go overseas, he's about to go over to this country and that country, meet with Putin and all this stuff, and he's engaging in all this juvenile behavior. Oh, really? So who are you to determine what's juvenile behavior?
I mean, CNN is more juvenile than Trump. But okay, so let's talk more about the war between Trump and the media. And Trump and his supporters are winning this war because they've got the media shitting themselves. Because they can't control the narrative anymore. Trump is in control of that narrative. So what he tweets is the narrative that he wants the media to control now. And they hate that. They absolutely hate that they can't control the narrative anymore.
And here's something to consider. A poster on YouTube named Sticks Hexenhammer 666.
Oh, he's great. I love his
stuff. You watch him too? Yes, he's awesome. He said that, you know, really, people don't really watch the cable news anymore. They go online to get their news. They don't pay for newspaper subscriptions. You know, they don't watch. They don't watch TV news very much.
Yeah, which is why Wall Street Journal and all these and New York Times have subscription-based websites, because they don't have any more, hard copy subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
It's all done online.
Cable, as it were. They're not watching local news. Local news usually they don't have that much. They don't have an agenda. They're not like the national stuff.
Yeah.
So
let's see here. What else? What else is going on in the? Amy, you got any comments about the whole Trump versus the media, mainstream media?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, so it's the same thing every day. Something, it's go like.
I mean, who really buys newspaper anymore? Who buys Newsweek or Time magazine?
Paper.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I prefer the coupons, so.
But I mean, generally, people don't really buy newspapers all that often anymore.
I mean, when I go to the gas station, when I'm waiting in line, I'll look at it, and the front pages always have something about Trump on there. And I read. I notice is that they'll have the Gainesville paper, then they'll have the Ocala paper, and then they have the Villages paper. Like, they're stacked, and it's the same story word for word. So I'm thinking that the same people, that publish it on all three different newspapers, because it's the exact same wording. And I saw that the other day, and I thought that was kind of odd. I'm like,
It is. I think the newspaper is like a monopoly, and they're all in on it.
Yeah, because I mean, there's only so many ways with all of the way that people are able to get their news now. They don't have to rely on a newspaper, so they probably can't afford to have editors and writers to work for them the way that they did, say, 20 years ago.
Yep.
Where it actually was a good job. Now, they probably have one writer. And
here's the thing: you can get free news apps on your phone or on your tablet or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
you can look at.
I mean, Twitter, Facebook, and a smartphone is all the people need now, because that's where all the news is coming from, is Twitter and Facebook and the apps on the smartphone. And the reason why I think they have front page stories about Trump is because Trump sells. His brand sells. If you have a front page Trump article on him, either good or bad, someone's going to pick it up and buy it and read it.
There was some talk of perhaps Twitter banning Trump from Twitter. I'm like, oh yeah, and you watch Twitter go down the shitter too.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, because everybody, when he posted that meme, everybody said, "Oh, this is going to be against Twitter's services." Twitter came out with a statement and said, "This is not against our services."
Against their terms of service.
Yeah, against the terms of service, which is, I mean, just epic. So
yeah, Twitter told them to go screw themselves.
Yeah. I mean, Twitter is basically dying, and if Trump leaves Twitter, Twitter is dead. Twitter is absolutely dead.
Would be. See, he could go over to Gab or something like that.
I wish he would.
I think it's Gab. I think it's what it's
Gab.
called.
Yep, I have an account with Gab. Gab.ai. Got a little.
Yeah, I downloaded the app. I haven't set it up yet, though.
Yeah, it's great. It's like Twitter, but better.
Because I see Twitter, that the verified Gab people on Twitter are in full support of Trump. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, they need to get him on Gab immediately, because then it'll be taken off. just like that.
I rarely go on Twitter. I go on Twitter maybe every once a month or something like that. I hardly ever use it.
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter a lot.
Yeah.
And
I am
I'm sure
too.
you know.
Only because I like the platform better for news and to see what's going on versus my on Facebook, because rude, but it's all filled of stupid crap from people like, oh, I'm going here and I'm going there, and I'm like, oh.
I prefer Facebook because you can actually make longer messages on Facebook than you can on Twitter. On Twitter, you have like a set amount of letters that you can use.
140 characters.
Yeah, 140 characters.
I mean, I do prefer that part on Facebook where.
But there is a service called Tweet Longer, where you connect it to your Twitter, and you can tweet longer, and it'll give them a link to.
Oh, really?
That's where you learn to abbreviate.
Yeah.
I cut out a lot of punctuation, but I don't really tweet that much personal stuff. It's mainly just.
Yeah, usually if I see something I really like on Twitter, I'll retweet it.
Oh, I'm on Twitter a lot. I mean, I
just think that the news is at a faster pace on Twitter. Like, I'll take the Twitter feed and push it over to Facebook and then post it to our page from there. Only because it's quicker for me, because I have certain people that I have like the bell on, so like
I get notifications.
I'll get a notification,
Yep.
and so I'll check it out. But I have been using the RT app more so the past couple weeks because
and if you think about it, YouTube is also a social media platform because people make YouTube videos and then they share those and things like that.
Well, one thing about the YouTube, I mean, not the majority of the people that are independent news people on YouTube get their information from the same places we do. Like, they'll get it from, RT, or they'll get it from Breitbart, or whatever news outlet is taking the story.
Another good.
They're taking the link,
another good
and
site.
then they'll.
Another good site is Weasel Zippers. WeaselZippers.us. That's another good one.
Oh yeah, I checked that out. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Weasel Zippers is good. Yeah, WeaselZippers.us.
User Zipper.
Weasel Zippers. Yeah.
Huh.
That's a good one too.
You'll have to send me the link for that one.
Daily Caller is good, and Newsmax, Daily Caller.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of alternative sites out there that people is going to. They're not going to the whole, the MainStream anymore. They're branching out, and that's why for us is because they know that narrative doesn't matter anymore, and there's more alternative sites out there that actually gets down to the truth. Drudge Report.
I like them, but you know what?
Drudge Report is good.
It's like people like Mike Cernovich and all those that type of crew. Somebody's paying their bills. I mean, you can't just run around and live stream on Periscope all day and not have a job.
Right.
And they say they're independent.
I think he makes money. He makes money off of his YouTube because he's got a YouTube, so he makes money off of that. He makes money off of his. The
revenue can't be that high for that, and for him to travel the way he does. I know he has a book out now, and I'm sure he's making money off of that.
Stuff too. He's got
People do monetize their videos.
Funding him. I don't know.
And they also funding. If you set up a Patreon account, people can donate through that as well.
Yeah,
that seems to be pretty popular as well.
Y'all do that? Would y'all donate to somebody like that? Your own money? Would you do that?
It just depends on the person.
Yeah.
I think I've donated one time to one person, and that was
some
because
people do set up Patreon accounts, and then they say, you know, I have a Patreon account just as a reminder. I do have a Patreon account, so if you
Yeah,
can
it's
contribute.
Patreon accounts is really popular now with the YouTubers, because
Yeah.
YouTube is demonetizing videos because of a whole bunch of bullshit that's going on, and YouTube is slowly becoming dead. It's slowly dying out because of the
well,
whole
everybody's saying that they're
censorship.
being demonetized,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I wouldn't give my money to when it somebody like those people. Not that I mean I think what they do is good.
Mhm.
I just personally feel that they have money coming from somewhere to be able to travel and live the
Mhm.
lifestyle they're living. You're not doing that off of people's donations unless somebody's
Mhm.
giving them a lot. Because
Yeah.
I follow a lot of independent people, and there's some really good people out there that try their hardest and just can't because it's so monopolized. And
Mhm.
I don't know. It's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much out there that people like, us, for an example, we're relatively small. It's a
We
big
are.
field. It's a big field out there.
And to get, I mean, to get people to look at our stuff is nearly impossible. I mean, I
Hmm.
think all of our viewings were down last week, so
Yeah.
I mean we did good for a little bit, but it's like we spend a lot of time, or personal time, trying to do things, and sometimes it feels like a dead end.
Hmm. Yeah, and in a field like this, you have to have, like, no job, and you have to have the dedication and the financial backing, so that
Yeah,
because Facebook, they don't list us that you got to have money if you want 1,000 views. You got to pay $10 if you
yeah,
want
they're always
ads. Yeah.
I'm always getting messages, boost this post, and I'm like, I ain't boosting shit.
So
I ain't
I've been
giving you no
trying.
damn money.
Exactly. I mean, just because, and plus, if you give them money, it'd be like fake views too. I
Yeah,
mean,
it would even be real. If we're gonna have views, I want it to be legitimate, not
yeah.
paid for.
Which is why I always like to try and post in all these pro-Trump groups about the page and everything, because that'll give some name recognition out there.
I think we do a really good job for the time that we have for working
Hmm.
full time and having personalized. I think we do good.
Yeah.
So I think that's all that matters.
Hmm.
I do it for myself, I guess, more so than anyone in particular, to do something that
Hmm.
I feel passionate about, I guess.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I
The
do
you
it
know the
because
thing is,
I hate seeing all the fake shit that goes around about Trump, and I want to voice my opinion about this.
I
yes.
think at this point, people who still believe that are just mentally dumb. I mean, there's no
Yeah.
hope for them. I stopped arguing with them about 6 months ago. It's just not
Hmm.
worth it. It's
Yeah.
frustrating, and it's not worth it. They're never going to change their mind. And I mean, if they do, it's going to be on their own terms, not
Yeah.
Hmm.
because you or I are pushing it on them.
Hmm.
You know,
Well, and plus,
You know, they
let's
have.
just say next week, Robert Mueller and all these Judiciary Senate Committee and all that, they come out and say, well, we investigated, we didn't see anything wrong, Russia didn't hack the election and all that. Then they're going to be like, oh, Trump paid them off, and Trump threatened them, and Trump did this to them because they don't want Trump doesn't want all that information to get out and everything. They'll still be in that bubble of craziness.
I think it's just the time we're in. I mean, I don't know how much longer CNN can hold up,
Hmm.
because we may see a lot of people that believe it, but there's a lot of people that know what's going on. They
Yeah.
just don't talk about it or speak out about it because they
Hmm.
don't maybe have a voice to protest or a platform to say anything, or they're afraid. I think a lot of people are aware.
And you know, it's sad that it's sad that we actually know that that's what they're going to say. We know that's just kind of, you know.
And this comes from, I mean, years and years of brainwashing on, people our age. It starts at a young age, and they continue to do it through the school systems, through, Nickelodeon. It's everywhere. It's impounded in people's brains, and some people can never come back from it. It's like a mental abuse almost, and they don't even know any better.
And I'm glad you brought that up about being afraid. And these people, they're watching the mainstream media, knowing that even though it's all fake, but they're promoting this narrative out there that, people are out there trying to get you because you're trying to voice your opinion. And they're afraid to do that because they don't want to be exiled. They don't want to be beaten up. They don't want to be threatened.
It's funny. Tuesday, on 4th of July, we woke up fairly early, and we went canoeing, and I had on headband, and I had a different tank top on, but it was a Trump shirt, and it was more like patriotic. I have should, but that's another story. Anyway, I had to go into a Dixie, and because I had fallen in, because I got stuck in a tree with spider webs, and anyway, so I go in, and I'm soaking wet, and I have my Trump shirt on, and there is this lady who was looking at me and just shaking her head, and I just kept saying, this is why people are afraid, because of maybe out of the 30 people that were in the store, the one person that didn't like Trump was I just don't give a shit, and if she said anything to me, I would have punched her. So I mean, that's just how I am. But I don't play those games with people. However, there are some people that are afraid, and I mean, I can't blame them. People are crazy. You don't know who is here anymore, so you want to play it safe because you just don't want to take that chance.
Absolutely. Let's see here. So more stuff happened this week. A lot more. So Hawaii tried to reverse the whole travel ban thing, but they got shot down. So that's another win. Another win for us.
Yeah, that just came out. Oh, wasn't that just a little while ago? I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
That was good. Yeah, I like that one.
Let's see here.
North Korea.
Yes, North Korea. What the hell is going on in North Korea? Kim Jong-un tested a ballistic missile, and it went off successfully, and he said that he can bomb Alaska.
I bet he could.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, we're stationed. We're ready. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
And everything is in position for where it needs to be. It's just going to be the green go. And I'm just afraid of being used. I just hope it doesn't come down to that. I hope that we're able to do whatever we need to do military-wise to fix it.
Yeah.
But it's going to happen. We're going to have war.
Yeah. I mean, this dude is crazy. He's more mentally unfit than the whole fake narrative that's coming out about Trump being mentally unfit. We'll get into that a little bit. But here's what I think should happen. To China a currency manipulator, like he said that he was going to do throughout his campaign, because he wanted them to work with North Korea. Then if he labeled them a currency manipulator, then they probably wouldn't work with North Korea. Well, China absolutely failed at their job. So here's what I suggest that Trump should do. He should he should make China a currency manipulator until they rein in Kim Jong-un.
The problem, Shane, is that they're never going to be able to rein him in. They're going to have to take him out.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fix this crazy, you know? This is beyond crazy. Go.
True, yeah.
Yeah, what was it Ron White said? You can't
How
fix
is he
stupid.
going to go?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think that they can fix him?
You know what? If they do take him out and they kill him, I hate to see what's going to come in his place. Because something even worse than him would come in his place.
Yeah.
It could be one of it.
Well,
I don't know if does he have any brothers or any
they could
sons or
make
anything?
it. Well, they could take away the border. I mean, if he got out, if he was taken out, they could replace. You know, before the Korean War, when it was, they could always go back to that and have South Korea rule over the entire, you know, one country again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a possibility. I have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah,
For all we know, it's going to get rid of nothing.
I mean,
And
for
there
all we
won't be no
know,
North
we
Korea.
wake up tomorrow and there's nuclear war.
I mean, I'm just saying, and people just, I mean, you. Can I go away?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just think people need to be prepared for anything at this point. I mean, it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think being prepared for any type of situation, whether it's war or natural disaster, I think that everybody needs to be prepared. Even at a time where we don't know what's going to happen. You guys have a plan if something happened? Do you guys have like extra water on hand and food if something major happened where we weren't able to get supplies or you couldn't go to the grocery store? I mean, most Americans don't.
No plan. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't have a plan. I mean, you know, we don't.
And that's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be like doom and gloom, and I'm just saying worst case scenario. If you have to have some type of plan, you have to be prepared in some type of way, even if it's just water and canned food. I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
I think I watch The Walking Dead too much. I'm like ready for the zombie apocalypse at any moment. That's what sci-fi does to somebody. You just read too many books, watch too many horror movies.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I got your picture. I don't know if it might be a little bit too dark though. It might be a little bit too dark, so you might have to get in some light.
I can fix that. I was testing out the video maker, and I was trying to figure out how to do it.
Were you successful?
No, not at all. It's gonna take some practice.
Oh, I see I see what happened. Shane moved inside. Okay.
Yeah, I moved inside. It's getting dark out there.
Were you getting bit by mosquitoes? No.
What? What was that?
I said, were you getting bit by mosquitoes?
No, not yet.
Oh, that's good.
Let's see here. What else we got today? This happened this week.
The new space plan.
Oh yeah. So what was that all about? They said he's going to put boots on Mars now.
If they're not already there. I guess I have to look more into it, but I guess from what I heard, they're proposing a branch that is just for space, like I guess I don't know, and space shuttles riding around.
You saying they proposing a new military branch for space?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
The Air Force would be completely cut out of any type of space. It would be whatever they name it, and it's just gonna space. I don't know why, but I mean,
might be because of aliens.
the drones in there or the satellites that other countries have above us, which I think we should shoot those down anyway. They shouldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
There might be some X-Files stuff going on. Aliens.
Yeah.
I mean, all the stuff with space and Mars and the pictures, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I feel like something's going on.
Some real X-Files shit going on there, Shane.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So we discussed last week about the fake moon landing. If they ever get to Mars, will they fake the Mars landing?
I think we're already on Mars.
Yeah,
I think we're already there.
Okay, if we are, can we get all the Hillary supporters and send them to Mars and shoot them up in space? You know, let them burn the.
You know, it's really funny. That would be great.
You know, I was thinking, you know, that great Twilight Zone episode where the alien comes down, and then the twist was that the book was actually a cookbook.
Oh, to serve man, yeah.
To serve man, yeah. I was thinking if there was an alien like that came down, we can, like, you know, give them all the Hillary supporters and let them cook them. Let's see what else. Okay, so the fake news has a new narrative they're trying to push. Brand new narrative. Trump is unfortunately mentally unfit to handle the presidency. And we have to invoke the 25th Amendment to get him out. And and plenty of congressmen have signed on the petition.
They would have to prove he was crazy. That's the thing. They would have to prove it.
Well, what they're doing is they have, I guess, Representative from Maryland or Massachusetts. Jamie
some
Raskin.
Congress guy is pushing this.
He's the one who made the bill. And what it would do is create a committee of people to try. I mean, it's so ridiculous. It's not going to go
Here's
anywhere.
the thing. They got this rule in, the Barry Goldwater rule, which is saying that people that has not I'm drawing a brain fart here. People has not, like, you know, inspect the president as a doctor, a personal doctor that the president has, and they haven't, you know, looked at them and evaluate them. They can't, you know, promote a medical place because it's illegal, and they're trying to revoke the Goldwater rule so they can evaluate Trump and get him out using the 25th Amendment. And and the reason why they're doing this is because they know the whole Russia narrative is blowing up in their face, and they're trying to pour gas on a fire on this Russian narrative, and they can't do it, so they have to come up with a new narrative that Trump is mentally unstable. I don't see him mentally unstable. Maxine Waters is mentally unstable.
Oh gosh. I think the ones that need to be mentally evaluated. I think the ones that need to be mentally evaluated are the ones who are suggesting this.
Yeah, I mean, do they even have proof that he's mentally unstable? That's the question. They can't get proof because they can't get a doctor. Am I breaking up?
No. You were breaking up about Pelosi and Mad Maxine. Yeah, those two definitely need to be evaluated, along with Sheila Jackson Lee.
Oh my God, Henry, that's great. That is great. But
all those morons need to be. They're the ones that need to be evaluated.
But I have to say, I do watch InfoWars, and Roger Stone was on there a couple of months ago, and he flat out said that the new narrative is that Trump has Alzheimer's and he's mentally incapable to be president. And now you're seeing that in the media. You're seeing that leaked out with all of this that's going on now. And I don't see how they can, you know, invoke the 25th Amendment. I mean, they don't have concrete evidence that he's mentally unstable. I don't see that he's mentally unstable. I'm not a professional, Amy. Do you think Trump is mentally unstable?
No. The funny thing is that I had to turn my camera off. I had to bring my dog outside. This Raskin guy wrote the bill in April. Okay, so Trump was literally in office for like 2 months when he decided that he was mentally unstable. This guy has dedicated the past couple months to, I mean, everything that he's written, if you go and look at his stuff, is all about Trump. I mean, that's all everything is geared towards taking him down. It's actually pathetic, really.
It is.
I just don't understand. It's sad, and I feel really bad for people that are like that have no life. Kind of. No, I don't think he's mentally unstable. I don't think that he has Alzheimer's. He has a pretty good memory. He reminds CNN every day.
Yes, he does have a pretty good memory. Yeah, despite what the morons on the left are saying.
I mean, I see anywhere we can go with this. I really don't.
They just don't like him. That's all it is. They just don't like him.
Well, here's the thing. They don't like him, but they can't get anything on him.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bunch of time being wasted, as always. If they put that energy into...
They've been trying for the better part of 2 years to get something on him, and they haven't been able to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, if Trump had something on him, they would have released that by now.
Yep.
And then you had Tom Arnold, Roseanne's bitch, Tom Arnold, came out months and months ago that he has, video evidence of Trump saying the N-word, and he's going to release it. He has yet to release it. So he's full of lies. Tom Arnold's just trying to make himself relevant again.
There he is. If there was absolute evidence of Trump using the N-word, yes, it would have come out by now.
Oh, at least that shit.
Yep.
Wait, say that again?
Oh, so that he has evidence that Trump used the N-word when he was hosting The Apprentice, and that he's going to release it. He has yet to release it, so it's
I bet they made that. I mean, they have programs where you can go in and take somebody's voice and rearrange it. It would be, I bet it would be not even real. They have programs where they can take his face and make it look like that person is talking, and it's not him at all. I mean, the programs they have is kind of creepy. You would think you were looking at a person, and it's not even that person. It's like a hologram.
I mean, they have nothing on him. If they did, it would have been out by now.
The fake news media would eat that up if there were video like that. Look what he did!
That would have came out with the whole pussy thing,
It would have.
They wouldn't hold on to that, because what is that going to do? He's in office. That's not going to get him impeached. Let's just say hypothetically he said it, 10 years ago. That's not going to get him impeached today.
Yeah, because it's not illegal. It's not illegal to say the N-word. I mean,
it's not nice, and I wouldn't recommend it, but it's not impeachable.
Oh, if there is a reason they came out that, Maxine Waters would be up there, and Nancy Pelosi would be like, he needs to be impeached because he used the N-word.
Have you seen Nancy Pelosi lately?
Oh, man, she looks horrible. They're trying to get her out.
She's a train wreck.
She's so toxic to the Democratic Party. They're trying to get her out, but she doesn't want to leave. She's not leaving, she says.
Not to mention, she keeps calling Trump George W. She keeps calling Trump George Bush.
That's an insult to Trump right there if you confuse him with Bush.
She has Alzheimer's then.
She does.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that count for something? Can't we get her out on mental instability?
Yeah, can we? Yeah, exactly. Oh, they need it. If they trying to get Nancy Pelosi out, she's has Alzheimer's. Use that against her. saying she's mentally unfit. We need to get her out.
She's not right in the head.
Yeah.
And did y'all see where the Congressman Scalise got moved back into ICU yesterday?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yes.
I think it was like an infection.
Yeah. So
yes,
that's
infection.
not good. I mean, because it depends on what type of infection. It can spread pretty quickly, and if it gets in his bloodstream, he could die.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want that to happen. I'm saying that's what could happen.
What needs to happen is Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, Rachel Maddow, MSNBC, CNN, all of them should be held accountable if Steve Scalise dies. They need to be held accountable. They need to be charged with some kind of.
Well, yeah. There was a case that I just saw the other day where this boy committed suicide, but the girlfriend encouraged it. Like, she kept pushing him. Like,
I saw that.
You know, did you see that? And she got convicted.
Because she was an accessory. She was an accessory. So they need to charge all them with that being an accessory.
I can't remember what they actually charged her with, but it was more than an accessory. I think they actually charged her with manslaughter, I believe. I don't know exactly what they did, but something. But if she can get it, then maybe the other people can too. I mean, it's possible.
You know, Lord forbid anything happens to Congressman Scalise. You know, I hope nothing does happen to him.
Yeah.
I mean, the position that he's in, he should have the best medical care around. So for him to get an infection, or as they're saying, is kind of weird to me, because I just don't.
Yeah.
I mean, people that don't have the best of the medical. I mean, infection is a pretty easy thing with the medications we have now to contain and to prevent.
Yeah. Speaking of Louisiana, there was another congressman from Louisiana. He went to Warsaw. He was inside the gas chambers, and he was talking. And I mean, some leftists said, "Well, he should know that's a place where you're supposed to, show respectful silence."
Yeah, I saw that. Really? I didn't see what actually happened. So what was he talking about?
Well, he basically said, that this is the reason why we need to square away the Homeland Security and get everything for the president that he needs. Well, he was heavily criticized for that. He turned around and apologized. I say, no, don't apologize. If you're going to stand on principle and do something, because he didn't say anything wrong. Obviously, somebody got in his ear and said, "Well, you shouldn't have said that." And he actually listened to that voice. But you gotta say, don't apologize. Don't apologize if you're right. He did nothing that I would construe as being wrong.
No, I agree.
If you're going to stand up for what's right, then don't back down from it and don't apologize for it later. Aaron Tippett has a great song. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. You got to stand for something, or you'll fall for anything. And it's true.
Well, what's the point of life? I mean, why are we here if we're not standing for anything? I mean, God gave us a brain, one of the most powerful tools that anybody could have, and most people don't even use it or lack it. I don't know.
What else happened this week? A lot of things happened. Let's see here.
Well, of course, execution-style shooting in New York City of a cop who was just sitting in her patrol or in her cruiser. This guy walks up to the window, shoots her. But they got him
right in the head.
Wow.
They shot his ass. I'm like, good.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame them.
I mean,
they see this fake narrative about all cops being racist and they're out for black people, and the cop was black too. The woman was black, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Beck was black as well.
Yeah, I mean, the mainstream media.
Those stories don't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the same. It's like when I was telling y'all a couple weeks ago about the Muslim girl that was murdered by the illegal. I haven't heard not one more thing about it.
Yeah, because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't fit their narrative.
It's the same thing with this. You know, I think what Chicago had. The shootings, they were crazy, and that was even with extended police presence. It's like they don't. I don't know if there's something in the water there. I just can't. I don't understand why they can't get it under control.
Don't forget who their mayor is in Chicago. It's Rahm Emanuel.
Yeah.
The dead fish.
Yeah,
one of Obama's former advisors. So
yeah, I mean, he needs to be voted out. And
isn't that where Obama's from? Is Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or
allegedly.
I was gonna say, don't hold your breath regarding whether Rahm Emanuel does anything in Chicago. I don't see that happening.
He's not going to do anything. He's not going to do anything.
Obama, how about his statement that he came out and said too much nationalism was a bad thing?
Oh yeah. So Obama is is the deep state president now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he's the deep state president, and I mean he went across seas to meet with South Korea president. And why? He's not president anymore.
Well, he shouldn't be able. The Logan Act.
It does.
Yeah,
he's not president anymore. I mean, he's protected. He's protected. He's protected though. Obama's protected.
He could be arrested though for violating the Logan Act.
Well, he could be arrested for a lot of things.
He could be. But he's protected. He's so much protected. He's not going to get anything.
Do anything. It's ridiculous. I'm so sick of him and his. Too much nationalism is a bad thing. Please tell me how having nationalism is a bad thing. What is wrong with being proud of where you?
I'd be like, I got your nationalism right here, Obama.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Dick. Oh, I was like, screw that.
He is.
Yeah, I mean, he's the shadow government's president.
Just because he didn't like our country doesn't make it that we don't like our country, because I, for one, love our country. So if I want to be a nationalist, I'm going to be a nationalist, and I don't give a shit what he has to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really don't even know why the media is even covering him. He's not the president.
Because the media gets such a hard on every time he says something.
But why? What does Obama have that everybody is so in love with?
He's one of their guys.
First black president we ever had. That's what he has.
And you know what? Because he was the first black president that we had, he should have made a different. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I really don't know what that man's issue is, but he just needs to go.
Well, they treated him like he was the second coming of Jesus Christ. That's the thing. The left.
Yeah, they did.
The left, the media, the fake news media, that's how they treated him.
And so what exactly was the point of him meeting with the South Korean president? I mean, what was that about? Was it like a friendly meeting or?
I just saw they met, but I didn't read on to see what.
That's the thing. Have the meeting with anyone without the whole world knowing what that meeting is about. But yeah, here we have Obama that shouldn't be meeting with, a South Korean president over God only knows what, national security. I mean, who knows what they talked about? I mean, that's
Now you know they talked about the kids and their lives
the grandkids. Oh yeah, I've heard that story
the
before.
Grandkids.
Well, the thing is, you couldn't criticize Barack Obama, or you would be considered a racist.
Exactly. And here's the thing: if Hillary would have won, they would have been the exact same thing. You can't criticize Hillary because she's a woman. You be a sexist.
Yeah. A sexist, you'd be a misogynist. Yeah. That they would declare you a member of the He-Man women hating club, women haters club.
Yep.
I don't know.
Exactly.
It's just
exactly.
when
Amy.
he said that, I was so angry. I mean, I don't want to say I was angry. I was just like, who the F does he think he is? I mean, who?
Yep.
You cannot tell somebody you have too much nationalism. I mean, it's not like you go out and paint my body in a freaking American flag. I mean, we have people that march down, streets in New York City painted in blue, naked. I mean, what is that? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Because that's.
I mean, it would be bad enough if Obama said this here in the said that crap here in the United States, but he decides he's going to go overseas and trash us.
No, is he at the summit as well?
No, he's not.
No,
he could be, but we don't know.
Thankfully.
He could be. He could be, and we don't even know about it.
Well, I mean, we know he's overseas, so it wouldn't surprise me. But speaking of the summit, the protests that they're having there, because I guess Germany has their own Antifa group, but I was watching wearechange.org. I guess it's the.
Oh, that's a George Soros group.
No, it's not that one. Wrong one. It's the one. Luke. It's one that Lauren Southern and there's a guy. His name's Luke. It's some weird last name. He's like blonde. I don't know. It's Luke Randowski. I don't know. But anyway, it's not George Soros. It's not the We Are Change. I had that wrong. I don't know exactly, but I guess he's over there, and I'll have to send you the link so you can watch this guy's video. He basically got attacked for being there, and they were passing around his picture, and he was like in his hotel room, and he's like, I literally just got attacked by their version of Antifa that's going on over there. I mean, it's not pretty. The protests are very bad.
They are. I mean,
very, very bad. I mean,
they,
bad
like you said, they blocked Melania from ever coming out of the hotel room.
And they have top security there. So how does that even happen?
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
I mean, how did they know where she was to begin with? Somebody had to have told them. I mean, I don't think that's like public record as to where all the world leaders are staying. So somebody had to find out.
And plus, don't they have like you said, don't they have like blockades from blocking off where all the world leaders are at?
Yes, they should. So these people found out, and now that they know for sure she's there because the media reported on it. She's, she's.
You're breaking up. You sound like a robot. Yeah, you're breaking up.
I don't know why. I'm like sitting right by the box.
Try unplugging your.
She sounded fine. She sounded fine for a while. Now, all of a sudden, she's starting to sound robotic.
Try unplugging your mic and your headset and see if that works. But yeah, the protests that's going on at G20, it wouldn't shock me if it's George Soros groups.
I wouldn't be shocked by that either. So, I mean, Soros is a dangerous individual.
I mean, he needs to be taken out. Definitely. Him, his family, his sons, whatever he touched, that needs to all go away. Because he's the head vampire in all this.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get the head vampire, and then once you get the head vampire, everything should go back to normal unless there's more to the story.
Just like in the Lost Boys. Just like in the Lost Boys, you gotta get the head vampire.
Yep, exactly. And he's the head vampire. Amy, you still there? You still having trouble? I hear some typing.
Must have. I don't know what's going on.
I hear a click.
Oh my goodness! But yeah, well, I mean, the thing is though, they have the right to protest, but what exactly are they trying? What exactly are they protesting for?
Yeah, I think it's probably an anti-Trump protest.
Oh well, that's not unusual. I guess that's why De Blasio went over there.
Yeah, I hope he loses his re-election. I really do.
Oh, I did see a video clip. There's an individual on YouTube named Grindall who he actually went into he was actually able to go into a couple of Maxine Waters' town hall meetings, but there was one he couldn't go into. But one he did go into, he said he had video of Maxine Waters yelling over and again, "Impeach 45! Impeach 45!"
Oh man, her supporters is just as crazy as her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it reminds me, Obi-Wan Kenobi saying, "Who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows it?"
Exactly. I think Amy might have some problems. Let's go into local news. Henry, you got some local news for us?
Yes, I do. Mississippi weekend. I'm sorry I didn't get to mention about what was going on 4th of July weekend last week. There was a lot of stuff that happened last weekend, 4th of July. If I get the darn link doesn't want to. Go ahead with your. Oh wait.
You got it up?
Just about. It's not quite up yet though. Okay. Mississippi weekend, bike, centennial, rodeo, and fishing. 200th birthday in Mississippi, West Point Growth Alliance is hosting Bike Centennial. You can either ride their bike or walk along the Kitty Dill Walking Trail and learn the history of not only Mississippi but also West Point. News band, an art and quilt display, and more. In Jackson, get your fix of the rodeo with the annual Mississippi Black Rodeo. Features bareback bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, cowgirls, steer undercoating, racing, junior breakaway, steer wrestling, and team roping. Third Gulfport with the 10th anniversary Croaker Classic. Tournament include croaker, speckled trout, redfish, black drum, lionfish, and stand-up paddleboard active vision. There will be a kids zone and cornhole board tournament. Just don't eat the fish that you catch out of the Gulf. Suggestion. Because remember that was the same area where they had the oil spill and that Obama did nothing about for 2 months.
Oh yeah, the BP oil spill.
Yeah. So that's my local news.
Oh, is that it? That was pretty short.
Yeah.
All right, here's my local news, and this has to deal with the ransomware attack that happened last week. West Virginia hospital hit by ransomware attack. The FBI is investigating the hacking of the computer system at a West Virginia hospital. Local news outlets report employees at Princeton Community Hospital were hit by a ransomware attack Tuesday morning, and this was last week, and were unable to access files. It is unclear if patient records was compromised. Hospital spokesman Rick Hypes says that the hospital has established protocols for situations in which the computer system cannot be accessed.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Yes, you're much better.
Much better.
That worked.
That's
not robotic.
I don't know what is going on. I mean, it didn't happen last week. The whole show, I don't know. It makes no sense. I have perfect connection. There should be no reason for that to happen.
I think it's Google. I really do. I think Google is trying to censor us.
I think when you say certain words, it may like click on an algorithm, because I'm sure they take all the words and it goes through some type of program. I'm almost 100% sure that's how they do it. And
so like if you cuss or something, it tries to, breaks up and censors you.
I think when you say certain words, it may cause a red flag on their end.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you know who? We can't see who the viewers are when they're in here, can we?
No. If they comment, then we can see them.
And nobody commented. Because you see, now that I'm back in, there's no viewers.
Mm-hmm.
But when we had a viewer is when we had the problem.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. That is weird. We might try and do like a Skype and just record the Skype and just upload it instead of doing it live. It'd still be live, but it'd be pre-taped.
Yeah, I know a little bit how YouTube does their censoring, and when that happened, I noticed it happened when we had a viewer, so they could have flagged something.
Yeah, they might have too. It just depends on who the viewer is. If it's like a troll.
Well, they have. I mean, YouTube has paid people that's all they do. They go on to streams or videos, and if there's certain things that are said, they flag it.
Yeah, and if they don't like it, they flag it and all that.
Or if it's something that they're looking for, they'll flag it. It may not even be something. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, go on.
Okay. So the hospital spokesperson said they establish protocols for situations in which the computer system cannot be accessed, which ensure a continuation of patient care. Princeton Community Hospital Vice President Rose Morgan says nothing is yet known about the origin or the reason of the disruption, but the hack was from an outside source, probably Russia. We're not too sure. We're going to have to get 14 intelligence agencies to waste your taxpayer money and do a 12-year-long investigation. Heavy on the sarcasm. She said that no one has contacted the hospital related to the hacking, which prompted users to recover files by purchasing a decryption key for $300 and virtual currency. And that's pretty. And that's pretty much it on the local news. I'm glad I brought up the whole 14 intelligence agencies. So way back in like January or February, it was reported that 17 intelligence agencies reported that Russia did hack the election. And last week, all that had been false. Only 3 or 4 of them actually supported that claim, and not 17 of them.
Oh, what happened again? Something happened again?
What happened?
I don't know.
I was just waiting on you guys to comment on the whole.
Oh.
Yep.
What were we supposed to comment on? Sorry.
The whole 17 intelligence agencies.
Well, yeah. Well, if they don't find anything,
No, they said that 17 remember they reported that 17 intelligence agencies says that Russia hacked the election. Well, last week they retracted that statement. The New York Times, CNN, all these mainstream media sources retracted that statement, and they said that only 3 or 4 of them out of the 17 said that Russia hacked the election, and not all 17. So that right there was big fake news, and I just wanted you guys' opinions on that.
Okay, I was I heard everything you were saying. I was thinking though, because okay, just because maybe let's say a hacker group from Russia hacked something doesn't mean that it was supported by the Russian government. It's just like how America has our own hackers that hack into the DNC, for instance. You know, we see how that landed that guy. But I'm just saying, it could, if there was a hacker and they were from Russia, it doesn't mean that it's Russian state backed. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It could be from multiple countries. There could be hacker groups from all over that.
I mean, hackers.
But what are they hacking? I mean, it's like, are they hacking voter records? I mean, are they hacking votes, like adding votes that aren't there?
Well, they said that votes were not changed. That's what James Comey testified under.
Well, see, then what did they hack then? I mean, what is it that they hacked?
Exactly. I mean, I don't get what they hacked.
Yeah, you can't go around saying this and not tell people what they hacked. It's like, if you're going to come out with a statement like that, you have to have it backed by evidence. It's like going in front of the judge on a murder trial and just say, hey, this guy killed it. Well, where's the evidence? I don't have any.
Yeah.
What is that judge going to do? They're going to be like, it's kind of like the same thing, just, you know, different scenario. I mean, they can say that, you know, people from Mars hacked it. I mean, what does it matter? What does it matter at this point? Famous line from Hillary.
What difference does it make? Yeah.
What difference does it make? Jeez. All right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and plus, hackers hack on behalf of themselves. They don't hack because of a government telling them to.
It depends on. I mean, I know governments have their own hackers, but a lot of the hacking groups are activists, or I mean, they have a cause. So whatever they're hacking, they have a reason for hacking to gain information. I mean, who knows what the reason is? But there's hackers all over the world. So, I mean, literally, if they're able to hack into our nuclear facilities, they can hack into anything. I don't doubt that part. But the difference is did they change our vote?
And there's not one shred of evidence that they said they changed any votes.
Then it needs to, you know, if they want to try to find the hackers that broke into the elections or whatever, then that's a federal offense, not the media. I mean, the feds or whoever, whatever agency handles hackers, I don't even know what agency would handle it, but that's their job to handle it. It's not CNN's or, you know, NBC to put out this false narrative in people's heads to think that, I don't know. I'm blabbing, sorry.
I love it. You know, it's discussion.
It's just so frustrating. It's really,
is.
I'm just beyond. It's just.
Yeah,
I'm over it. I just want everybody to just move on, and it just doesn't seem like that's ever going to happen.
It's going to take a while for people to move on from this, because you got the Hollywood elites pressing, tripling down on this. You got the main media tripling down on this, and then you got all these crazy people that's buying, you know, promoting it and everything. And it's going to be a long 8 years. And yes, I say 8 years of this.
I'm sure they'll find something to move on to. It's just like, you know, global warming all of a sudden isn't global warming. It's climate change.
Yep.
So that one didn't work out for him, so they had to kind of change the name. And
they changed it, and it's still global warming. You know. All right, I think that's pretty much it that happened this week. How was you guys' 4th of July?
Oh, it was great. We had a nice quiet one. We had some pork ribs and some baked beans.
That sounds good.
And macaroni salad. Let me tell you about this macaroni salad. Oh my gosh, so good. Had red onion, green and red bell pepper, Dijon mustard. My mom doubled the Dijon mustard in it, and mayonnaise. And she used up 2 jars of mayonnaise on the macaroni salad. I mean, it was a big bowl of macaroni salad. We had plenty left over too, boy.
That is.
You should have shipped some to me. I would eat. I love macaroni salad.
I had watermelon for dessert. For dessert, so
I did have watermelon.
It was.
I'm not a big fan of watermelon.
Oh my!
I love watermelon.
What's wrong with you? That is un-American.
I don't know if it's the taste or something, but I'm not a big fan of watermelon.
Oh, it's so good. I had grapes, but they were cotton candy grapes. I've never had them before, and it was. I ate one, and I'm like, this tastes different. It doesn't taste like a grape. And I kept eating them because they were so good, and then I read the package. It is like a cross. It's like, I don't know how. It was like a cross pollination type thing. I have no idea how they did it. They were really good.
Wow. Yeah. Well, we cooked out, and it was raining earlier in the day, and then it quit by the time fireworks rolled around. So I saw some fireworks.
We were fortunate. We didn't get that much rain. We were fortunate.
We didn't get any rain either.
The rain actually held off till late Tuesday night. So.
Oh, lucky.
So
as soon as we finished grilling, it downpoured of rain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing y'all finished grilling when you did too.
And it was trying to rain. It was sprinkling while it was grilling.
I went to Checkers and got cheeseburgers. I didn't cook. Down here in Greenville we had Checkers. Yeah. It was good. They had pretty good food down there. I like Checkers, and their French fries are on sale. You can get a large for $1. It's so bad.
Wow.
I shouldn't eat that kind of food, and I try not to, but I just didn't feel like cooking. Because after we went, canoeing, I was tired. My arms hurt. That's hard work.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 4-mile river. My arms were like ready to fall off. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get in shape. So then I went out and bought Checkers.
That's great. Get in shape and you go get a cheeseburger.
No, I am lazy. I'm probably one of the laziest people ever. I hate exercising. It's not my thing.
I'm with you. I'm pretty lazy myself. I try to exercise.
I mean, the only exercising I do is in my garden, and that's about it. Other than that, I don't like to exercise.
That's exercise. Gardening is exercise. You got to get on. What the heck was that? Did you guys hear that?
Yes. Is it Bigfoot?
I heard something. I didn't know what that was.
Is your front door open, Shane?
Yeah, it is.
Why don't you shut it? You don't know who could be out there. That's dangerous.
That sounds like gunshots.
Shane, shut your door. Lock it.
Give me a minute.
God.
What is that? It's weird.
Okay, so I am standing on my front porch right now. I'm looking outside and seeing if there's anything I can see or hear.
Don't be a next episode of Criminal Minds. That'd be terrible.
Well, at
you
least
never walk out into
documented.
The dark.
At least it's documented on the internet. So if anything happens,
I'd rather not experience that and be scarred for life. That would be terrible.
That sounded like
There you
shotgun.
go.
I locked it. All right.
Well, do you live in the country, like by?
It's happening again. It is happening again.
Well, don't go outside.
I'm not going outside. I'm looking at the door.
Oh.
I'm looking outside the door.
The
There might be
glass
fireworks
door?
too. They might be trying to put out fireworks. There might be some leftover fireworks.
Maybe that's what it is.
But I don't see anything coming up in the air though.
I'm like waiting for somebody in a screen mask to like pop out.
All right. Well, this has been one of
Do
those.
you like scary movies?
I had my heart pumping for a minute, and I'm like, what?
All right. Just because of Amy, I'm locking my door right there.
People are crazy. I don't trust people. I lock my doors all the time. We have an alarm system too. I'm so afraid of people trying to break in.
No, I don't blame you. I absolutely don't blame you. Well, this has been one exciting, not mainstream. Gunshots or fireworks. Choose wisely.
Thank you for locking your door. That makes me feel better.
You're welcome. Although it won't help if gunshots, they'd be blasting through the window.
Yeah.
It probably was fireworks.
It probably was. It's probably some leftover fireworks. But it was weird, though. It was a weird sound. I never heard that sound before.
No, it didn't sound like a firework.
No, I didn't.
I don't know. Maybe somebody just was testing out their gun and shooting it up in the air.
I don't know. Maybe somebody's freaking behind me bleeding out to death, and I don't even know it.
Maybe your house is on it.
It's not. It wasn't inside the house. I can tell you that. Because if it was inside the house, I would not be here right now. I would be running outside. I'd be running outside.
You could lock the door from the outside, so whatever was in couldn't get out.
Exactly.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, all right. Let's go and end this in case it was. Oh, go ahead, Amy. Go ahead.
Oh, I used to live in a house that was haunted. I swear to God, it was haunted. I might be crazy, but weird stuff happened. Like, I would always hear all these strange sounds, and then I found out some old lady died in the house like 30 years before. I didn't like that. I moved very shortly after.
I don't blame you. No. If I experienced something like that, I'll be running out of there.
Like, every time I would like find I moved a lot like 10 years ago, but I was constantly moving. I was like a gypsy, but I would make sure nobody died in the house I was moving into. I would go like and search records, make sure there was nobody that died.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. I really don't blame you.
Or that I wasn't like the house wasn't on some like ancient cemetery.
Indian burial ground.
Yeah, where they come out and get you.
No, I'm not that superstitious, but anything that has to do with ancient Indian burial grounds, I try to stay away from that because you don't know what's going to happen.
No, you don't.
That scares the crap out of me.
There's a cemetery that's like 3 blocks away, and there's people that are buried there from like the 1800s. It's creepy.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool. I think that's cool. I love them all. I love those old cemeteries.
Well, when you remember when Pokemon Go was a big thing last summer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my kids were playing it, and you know where all the Pokemon were at?
Where? In the cemetery?
In the cemetery.
Oh my God.
So I was like, we're not walking there. And they would beg me. They're like, oh, we got to go get this Pikachu. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, get in the car. We'll just drive through very slowly. And I did that for like a week. And I'm like, okay, no more Pokemon Go. We're done.
I remember. Yeah, I remember a year ago. That was a year ago when that happened.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
last
When they were
summer.
doing all that.
last summer. Yeah,
They
and
made
you,
it
and
Yeah.
everywhere. I was like going like, and it was ridiculous. I said enough. I'm like, I'm not chasing any more freaking Pokemon.
yeah, if you want to chase it, go out there and walk yourself. Just walk out on the street and get it. I could
Oh,
I
it was bad.
I couldn't get it because my phone didn't support it. So maybe it was maybe I was a fad that I
You
missed
didn't
out on.
miss much. I think it lasted for like 3 weeks, and that was it.
Yeah. Now it's fidget spinners.
Oh, my niece has one of those. My oldest niece. But it really does help her though. That's the thing.
Oh, that's cool.
We have.
Oh man, I wish I invented those things.
You can get one. You sell them like at Walmart and all.
No, I said be the inventor of the thing.
The what?
Man, the inventor of
The
it.
inventor.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd be raking in some money right now if I was inventing those things.
Yeah, you
I
would.
would have gone on Shark Tank and pitch it, and if they turn me down, they're like, "Yeah, I don't need you anyway," and then it'll be like, "Boom! I told you guys, you missed out." That's good.
I don't. I tried to use the one. I can't figure it out. I'm not good at it.
Yeah. Now they got the app for a fidget spinner, the virtual ones.
Yeah. What's the point of that?
Yeah, I know. I don't get that either. They do have a Batman fidget spinner. It's shaped like the bat symbol. It's awesome.
I would love to have that. That would be cool.
Too.
I would love
I saw that on Amazon. I was like, oh my god, that is awesome.
That does sound cool. Yes. I love a Batman one. Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I just played. The only thing, I don't really have any local news. The only thing that concerns me are the 2 tropical systems in the Atlantic right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. The hurricane season's around now.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're back to back. So if one misses us, then the second one may get us. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Or we haven't really been hit with a really, really bad one in like 10 years. So I'm
long overdue.
Yeah, when we get it, it's going to be really bad. And that's going to be bad because the last time when Hurricane Charlie came through, I didn't have power for 3 weeks. It was awful. And that was almost 13 years ago because Xander, my oldest son, was a baby, and I couldn't even wash his bottles because I had well water, and I couldn't even get any water. I had to like walk down somewhere to get water. It was terrible.
Yeah, just be prepared if it does happen.
Yeah, I'm going to. This weekend I'm going to go get some. Well, we have city water right now, so even if the power goes out, we'll still have water.
You got a filter for that?
No. Because see,
I recommend.
We don't drink the water. I have.
Yeah, I reckon if you do drink the water, get a filter.
No, I
filter out all that.
We buy. Well, the fridge has a filter on it. Like if we get water from the fridge, but I never use sink water.
Tap water.
Unless I'm boiling something, but like if I'm cooking, and I'm boiling it, I'll use it. But other than that, we don't use it for drinking.
Yeah, because they got all them chemicals in there, the fluoride and all that crap.
Did you know they sell water with fluoride? There was like a recall on it yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw there was like a bottled water recall, but I didn't click it to find out what it was about.
Yeah, it was about water with fluoride.
And yeah, they got fluoride in the tap water.
There's fluoride there. There's all kinds of stuff in the tap water.
I don't drink the tap water. We get our water from a mountain. We go up on a mountain, and they got a long hose coming down from it.
How? How do you get water from a mountain?
I don't know the science behind that. But there is, I think there's like, it might be a well up there or something, but there's a long hose coming down from it, and it gushes out.
Really good. Doesn't it taste good?
It does good. It does.
It is
really good. If you ever come up this way, I would take you to there, and we can drink the water from it.
Okay, like the Fountain of Youth?
I don't know if it's the Fountain of Youth, but, you know, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to test it. But, it is really good water.
Did you guys do your Sasquatch Theater last night?
Oh, that's going to be tomorrow night.
You mean tomorrow night. 8, I guess 8 Eastern, right, Shane?
Yeah, it's going to be 8 Eastern. Yeah. I completely forgot about it.
You forgot last night?
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Because I was looking for your link and I couldn't find it. And I was like,
I completely forgot about it. And I haven't even watched the movie yet, so I'm going to have to do that as soon as we get off.
You're slacking.
On here.
I know. I'll most likely watch it tomorrow afternoon. That's what I usually do. I just watch it.
Yeah.
But the same day, and then just watch it the same day.
Well, I should be free at that time. I'll watch it.
Yeah, Beast of Borneo. I've never seen it, so it's public domain too. But yeah, I think on that.
Yeah, what we're thinking. We're thinking of doing is we're thinking of doing that with all these different movies. Just having just not just 8 movies. We're gonna
do
that with all public domain.
Yeah, not just 8 movies. Because there's not a lot of 8 movies out there. Although I think we need to do it for Legend of Boggy Creek.
Oh, tomorrow is a full moon.
Actually, I saw a moon today too.
What?
And there was a moon. There was a moon out there. I saw it when I went outside to hear the gunshots.
Right now we're at 99%. Tomorrow will be 100%. Tomorrow's the full moon.
Ooh, cool! That is awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to do my full moon video.
All right. I'll be watching for that. I'll definitely be watching for that. Oh, Breaking Bad update, Amy. Have you finished it?
No.
I am so disappointed in you. I'm so disappointed.
There's no more after it, so I'm not in any.
Yeah, there is. Better Call Saul. That's the prequel.
Yeah.
No, but Jesse is not in it.
You will be soon.
I'm gonna miss Jesse.
He's not in it.
I'm sad.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But Jesse does not die. Okay, I'm just going to be a little spoiler alert. Jesse does not die.
Okay, good.
It's just a tad one. So I'm just letting you know.
I was afraid that was going to happen, and
no, he doesn't die.
I was going to cry. I did, or Walt. I don't want Walt to die either.
We're not gonna say anything.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
I don't like crying.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
You know what I did watch this week?
What?
I watched the whole season 12 episode or whole season of Criminal Minds in like 3 days.
Oh. I watch that show sometimes. We have on Dish. We have Ion Television, and they have like marathons of it. Like can't remember what day during the week they have like a marathon of it all.
Raymond Cruz is on Criminal Minds.
Oh,
I think is it?
He's on No, Major Crimes. He's on Major Crimes.
Major Crimes. Okay.
Yeah.
The title sounds similar. That was the spinoff from The Closer.
That's what I was thinking. The title was Criminal Minds and Major Crimes. That's so similar.
I don't know. I like Criminal Minds. I have a big crush on Spencer.
Raymond Cruz was in the movie Clear and Present Danger.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he was also in The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So Major Crimes is kind of like Criminal Minds?
Not really.
It's more like Law and Order type, NCIS type thing. Yeah.
Well, I like all those, and
I'm trying to think what else.
watched all of them, so I need something new to watch.
Yeah, check it
Raymond
out.
Cruz was also in Alien Resurrection. Yes, Alien Resurrection.
Oh, he was?
Yes,
Oh,
he was.
I gotta watch it. I have to watch that now.
Yes.
I gotta watch
Alien
that.
Resurrection.
At least you guys get excited over TV shows like I do. At least I'm not the only person.
Oh yeah, we got a whole show. You know, we did the Breaking Bad cast. We were doing the X-Files cast. Saul Good cast for Better Call Saul.
Oh,
Podcasting Dead.
The X-Files is. Are you talking like they did a new series, like a brand new one, like a spinoff?
No, there's no spinoff. They're doing it's a new season.
But
season last year, they're going to be bringing it back. I think not this fall, but next fall.
It's going to be the 20.
Confused.
Okay, so what they did was that they revived the X-Files. There was a revival season for 6 episodes last year, and really good 6 episodes, except for one of them, which was the terrorist one.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was, but you know, of course.
X-Files was on when I was growing up. My mom would watch them. So we're not talking about the old X-Files, right?
No, this is a revival.
This is the same X-Files.
Yeah.
That's the one you grew up on.
Okay, but
Chris Carter's back, right? No, it's not different people. David Duchovny is on it. Gillian Anderson is on it. Will D. Davis as Smoky Man's there.
Smoking Man, yes, CSM. That's what we call him. CSM.
I know about that.
Yeah, it came out last year.
Oh,
yeah, it came out early last year.
Yep.
It's because I don't have.
You might be able to find it. You might be able to find the DVD of it, like at Walmart or something. You might be able to find a DVD. I think it's on Amazon. The entire thing is on Amazon. The 6 episodes.
I am an Amazon Prime member. I can watch Amazon TV.
If you're a Prime member, you should be able to watch Amazon TV.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that though. I know I have Amazon Prime. I just don't know how.
But they had like a 6-episode revival, and my favorite episode of the new one was Mulder and Scully Meet the Were-Monster.
Oh, that was great.
Was a great one. I love
so many inside jokes on that one.
Yes, that was great. It was a Vince Gilligan-esque episode without being written by Vince Gilligan.
Yeah. I hope he comes back for at least one episode on the new season.
That would be awesome.
But yeah, Amy, they did a 6 episode special event series of the X-Files last year, and they've renewed it for the 2017-2018 season. So it might be out probably early next year.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait. I cannot wait till they bring it back.
It's going to be 10 episodes this time too.
10 episodes, awesome. Because we've got to have a resolution of that cliffhanger.
Yeah, that big cliffhanger. And Amy, we won't spoil it for you.
Okay.
But yeah, we did the X-Cast because last year I broke down, I watched the X-Files, and I got hooked. I only watched the episodes that was directed and written by Vince Gilligan because I'm a huge Vince Gilligan fan because of Breaking Bad, and he got me hooked. And Better Call Saul, yeah. So that's what I did.
And one of the best original episodes of the original series was Drive, and that was directed by Vince Gilligan. Preston was on that episode, and that was what convinced AMC to take a chance with Bryan Cranston to play Walter White.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll have to look for
it. You have Netflix, so they got the old episodes on Netflix.
Aaron Paul was on an episode of the X-Files.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Aaron Paul, Jesse, he was on an episode of the X-Files.
Hank was on an episode of X-Files.
Yeah.
Hank. Oh, did you know that Hank plays in that movie Why Him?
He's in that movie. Really?
Yeah, with oh my gosh, what's that crazy guy's name?
Well,
that was with Bryan Cranston and James Franco.
Yes, James Franco. Yeah, he's on it with him. Walt plays the dad of the girl, You guys have
Oh
to
yeah,
do that.
yeah. YM. James Franco, Bryan Cranston.
I didn't know Dean Norris was in that. Dean Norris is on. It's
No,
TNT,
Dean Norris. I don't think Dean Norris is in that. Hank.
Dean Norris is on this new series on TNT. It's called Claws. Yeah, he's on Claws. New series called Claws on TNT. Dean Norris is on that.
Yeah, I heard that.
It is him, right? That
And
plays
Aaron
the
Paul.
dad?
That's Bryan Cranston.
Aaron Paul is on.
Okay.
Aaron Paul is on a new. Aaron Paul is on a vitamin water commercial.
Oh yeah.
Really? Did you watch that movie I told y'all to watch with him in it?
No.
No, not yet. I haven't had a chance.
You gotta watch it. You have to. It is so good.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That's on my list.
Of course, he's on a series on Hulu. He's on a series on Hulu.
Mm-hmm. What one? I like him.
I can't remember the name of it. Is it The Hive, The Cove, something like that?
Let me look it up.
I think they just started a second season.
I haven't been sleeping well, so it's like I've been waking up at like 1, 2 in the morning, and I've just been watching TV until.
Bryan Cranston was an Amazon series called Sneaky Pete.
Yeah.
Shane, did you ever see that? It was Bryan Cranston was on Jimmy Kimmel. He was doing like my 60-something's birthday. It was funny. That was funny.
That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw your picture, Henry, from I think you said it was 85.
The Path. That's
94. The Path.
Oh.
That's it. Yeah.
That was so cool. I love seeing pictures like that. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was a TBT throwback. Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
94. I had more hair.
Me too. No, actually, I have more hair now than I did when I was a kid. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah. It got thicker as I got older. I don't know. Weird.
If you cut it a lot, then yeah, it gets thicker.
Yeah.
But, so I think that's pretty much it. We're just bullshitting now. We're way off topic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we are. All right.
All right, so I think that's going to do it for us this week. Tune in next week, the 14th, for another Not Mainstream. We have no idea what's going to happen. I mean, nuclear war could have, break out between now and then. Again, exactly. Let's hope not. Like, share, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube. Look at our WordPress. We haven't been doing any WordPress.
Oh no, I have.
Oh, you have?
I did a whole bunch on Monday.
You did? I haven't checked that out yet.
How are you, Shane? You retweeted it. How could you?
Oh, I did. I didn't even notice. I didn't even know. Every time something gets tweeted out by our Twitter, politically alt, I'll just retweet it automatically.
So you don't even read my stuff?
I don't have the time.
Oh my god. Shane.
Uh-oh.
We cannot be friends anymore.
I still love you, Amy.
That is not nice.
Oh.
You hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, don't cry.
Okay, so now you have to go and read my stuff I put up.
Yeah, I have to do that.
God. All right. I hope everybody has a nice night, and I will maybe watch tomorrow if Shane reads my stuff.
Oh, don't make me cry now. You're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry.
Please.
You're gonna get me crying on live YouTube. I still love you, Amy. I still love you.
We'll still go out. We'll still go out and drink from the Fountain of Youth at the water hole.
You're so silly.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So how can you not off? Shame on you for not reading her stuff. Shame on you for not going through our WordPress and reading her stuff. How many views have we gotten on the WordPress?
I checked it earlier, and I think total on everything probably about 100.
No, that's not bad. That's great.
Not really. I mean, that's like a combination of everything from the past 2 months, I'd say. That's not too bad.
No, that's awesome.
We have some people from all over the world. I mean, because it tells you the countries.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had South Africa, Germany, we've had Russia, Canada, Mexico. I mean,
that is awesome.
People, yeah, that makes me feel good. And a lot of Americans too.
Mm-hmm.
But so, yeah, we are. I mean, people are seeing it, not the way I would like them to, but it's a start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. So WordPress, go on that, check that out, and I will read the WordPress, Amy, just for you.
Okay.
So you don't have to cry. You don't have to cry.
Okay, I'm happy now. I'm good.
You're welcome. Well.
Okay.
Let's see here. So like, share, subscribe. All the links is in the description below. Everything that we talk about. There's a new vlog that I posted, and I changed the name of my personal vlog now. It was just Shane's Vlogs. Now it's Kofifi with Shane.
I love it.
Hashtag Kofifi with Shane. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So check those out.
Speaking of vlogs, I bought one of those mounting things for my car on my window. You know what I'm talking about? Where I could put my cell phone on my window and I can record myself.
That is
I'm
awesome.
driving.
That is awesome.
So I could do a driving vlog.
Be safe now, Amy. I don't want you to get hurt. Be safe.
You don't want that.
Or a parking vlog. How about that?
Okay, that sounds good. That's a little bit better.
That's better.
Okay.
That's better.
Even better. Because if somebody hits you while you stand still, then yeah, they need to get their license away.
No, I was thinking about on my lunch break when I'm sitting in my car for an hour doing nothing.
Oh, we forgot this. Okay, so Fox host Charles Payne got suspended after sexual harassment accusation. That just came through. You know who Charles Payne is on Fox Business?
No.
And apparently he's that black dude on Fox Business.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy.
Charles Payne. Yeah. Well, he's got suspended after sexual harassment accusations, and he also admitted to having an affair.
Oh, that's just lovely.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
With who?
I didn't see who. I didn't see who. So I'll have to check that out. I'll as soon as I get some more information, I'll post it and we can talk about it next week. On that note, like I said, like, share, subscribe, read the WordPress, subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure you click that bell icon to get notifications. Follow us on Twitter. Get notifications off of Twitter because Twitter doesn't want you to have this and read this, and because they love censorship. On that note, good night, everybody. God bless America. God bless President Trump. And we will, pray for Trump. Make sure he gets back safe from the G20 Summit. Good night, everybody.